Grace and peace, family. Grace and peace. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. My at hotel. Namaste. Free the land, beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm a very proud contributor right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, the network for melanated women just like you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the broadcast today. We're so glad that you have joined us, dear family. We have a little something to discuss today. Shout out to you, dear family, that's watching us today and piling on in the digital building. We won't be before you long today, but we will be strong. Today, I'm doing my makeup mastermind after the show today. So I've got to get going because Wednesday, I missed doing the class, and I also miss coming to you here. So anyway, family, a little bit of housekeeping before we get ready to talk about this Becky Major. This white lady who was a major in this Kentucky police force said some very anti-Black things, and she put it in writing. Let's discuss what that's about. As you come in, please come in giving us a thumbs up. Be sure to like, be sure to share. Be sure to text the word Queens to 31996 so that you're able to receive phone notifications when we go live from time to time. Also, we have a store at shopfnq.com. We have a store at shopfnq.com where you can receive all kinds of apparel and all kinds of yummy stuff at shopfnq.com. Shopfnq.com. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. And by the way, if you still want to join my mastermind, you can still do so at clubvicky.com. Clubvicky.com. Thank you so very much. We do ask that you come in liking, sharing, subscribing, and giving us a thumbs up because it helps to draw other folk into the broadcast and to elevate our voice. So very important. Thank those of you that are coming in giving. I bless your gifts 1,000-fold. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, without further ado, let's get right on into it. I just want you to know that the thoughts and opinions expressed by me on FlyNubianQueenTV.com or our affiliates where this show might be replayed are those of my own and not necessarily those of the networks. Just wanted to throw that out there. And also, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit or educational personal balance, or educational personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. I just want to say I hope you got a chance to view my show on yesterday when we were dealing with the traitor, the anti-Black traitor that is the Attorney General of Kentucky. Let me pull up his picture. This fella right here, let me see. Can y'all see this? Mr. Cameron. I hope you got a chance to view that show on yesterday. If you did not, be sure to check it out and catch up on it. It's so important that you are up to date on your daily war briefings from me right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com. So very important. I talked about how he intentionally sabotaged the case. And of course, we know quite a bit of the funding that he got and who pushed him to become Attorney General in the first place based on information and belief are mostly police. And so that's very important to understand why he sabotaged it in the first place and how he did it. Yesterday, I also discussed some charges that he could have actually brought. And of course, a lot of folk are calling on him to disclose what he presented in that private grand jury proceeding. Of course, he's hiding behind the fact that there are some other pending investigations and all this other kind of stuff. And, if you have any sense, you would know that that's very likely planned too in the first place, to avoid him coming out saying that all of that was strategically done by him and his white supremacist, suspected white supremacist team. Somebody talk black to me. That's so very important. The other thing that I want to throw out there really quick before we get ready to talk about this white woman, this white supremacist white lady, is the fact that a lot of your bones and biscuits are once again doubling down, telling you, black family, the importance of you voting, without them still demanding that you get something substantive for your vote, like reparations, like a strategic and specific black economic policy. The thing that they keep trying to punk us into doing is voting again without anything, right? And they've been telling us the whole time the importance of voting, but what they're ignoring and what they're not talking about is the Democratic complicity concerning the injustice with our sister Breonna Taylor. They're not talking about those realities. And have you noticed that every time there is an injustice, there is a shooting, there is a murder, there is one of our family is paralyzed because of police terrorism, some sort of trauma that is imposed upon us by the white supremacist enforcement arm, which is the police. Notice that your bones and biscuits keep telling black folk that there's just one more thing you need to do. If you would just either vote harder, push the police better, if you had made better demands. Do you notice that every single time we experience some form of injustice, there's always one more thing that they tell us that we ought to be doing? A system that requires black folk to do anything else is a system that needs to go. It's an illegitimate system. And I think after almost 500 years of work and labor and injustice and murder and death and oppression and disenfranchisement and all kinds of other stuff, black folks, we're not obligated to do nothing else but to do for ourselves. You show more trust and faith in a system that has proven to be an utter failure for you. You have more faith and more trust in those failed systems and in voting than you do in terms of getting out and doing something for your very black self and your very black people. Somebody talk black to me. It's a new day. And intelligent black people know, okay, when it's time to say 500 years was more than enough time to give y'all a chance to prove that you're worth something and you're worth rehabbing. White supremacy is not worth rehabbing in America. We don't believe in retrofitting white supremacy. Somebody talk black to me. Now I'm going to show you what I posted on Instagram a little earlier today. This is what I posted on Instagram earlier today. Can you see this funny looking white woman? Do you see this white supremacist? Do you see this terrorist? Are y'all hearing me? What I posted, what I said under the post is that police major Bridget, because that's her first name, Bridget, says black protesters will be, quote, washing our cars. Let's get into the specifics. As she was referring to some of the black protesters that included, the titles that they love to use, Black Lives Matter. And I've already explained to you before that we agree with the sentiment that Black Lives Matter, but not that, intersectional compromised organization that is Black Lives Matter. That's two different things. And your media is so lazy. White mainstream media is so lazy that they just call everybody black that's protesting Black Lives Matter. Shout out to you, Naturally Tour, for your gift. I bless your gift, and thank you so much for your consistent support and Silent D Production and others that are giving. Now watch this. One of the things that I posted under there, I said in my description, is that I keep telling you that the female white supremacist is the most dangerous of all. Are y'all hearing me? Over and over and over again, I've explained to you, over and over and over again, I reminded you of the dangers of the female white supremacist. And the reason why I've said that she is not only essential to white supremacy, she's necessary for white supremacy, but the reason why I say that she's also the most dangerous when it comes down to white supremacy is because of the fact that she's housed in the outfit of female. Somebody talk black to me. She's housed. White supremacist is most effective when it is locked up, when it is inside of a female. And the reason being is because throughout the centuries, you have been trained and conditioned to worship that white woman. You have been trained and conditioned to bow down to this white woman. You've been trained and conditioned to see her as delicate and as beautiful and as important and as worth defending and dying for. You have been conditioned to believe that she is the epitome of beauty and grace. I'm going to need somebody black to talk black to me. You obviously, clearly have been lied to, tricked, bamboozled, led astray. Come on, Malcolm, run amok. You've been lied to about this white woman, to worship her, to defend her, to see her as the apex and the epitome, as beauty and respect and grace. Are y'all hearing me today? Now, this is not about beating up on white people, but what I'm trying to do is to disabuse you of lies. Because in your belief of the white woman as the ultimate woman of grace, the ultimate female of grace, you disrespected your own black woman. And as we've been told by the ancestor, that the black woman is what? The most unprotected, the most neglected, and the most disrespected person in America. Well, of course she would be, if you've been trained to believe that the white woman is the most beautiful, is the most graceful, should be protected and honored at all costs. Are y'all hearing me today? So I'm here to fix that lie. You know, a part of my work in doing the Lord's work, somebody talk black to me, is casting down. Where my believers at? Those that know the scriptures. One of the essential elements of warfare according to scripture, when you are interpreting the scriptures right. Now, see, you're going to be confused when you're taking on the Christianity of that white man. Of course, you're going to be crazy and want to reject it. But it says casting down, watch this, vain imaginations. How many of you all know that hell in a white woman is tip top is a vain imagination? The scripture says casting down vain imaginations and every high thought that exalts itself against the knowledge of God. Somebody say that that's a lie. We've been told a lie. We've been told a lie. I bust up those gladly. And when it comes down to the Karens and stuff, I know about these Karens as parole officers, as attorneys, as prosecutors, as judges on all kinds of levels, as investigators, and more than me just knowing their legal tactics. I know there's spirits. I know there's spirits. Somebody talk black to me. I love you back, Jessica. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. Keep liking and sharing. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the Vicky Show. We're so pleased that you are with us today. Keep liking and sharing if you're watching us on FlyNewBeingQueenTV.com. If you happen to be watching us on one of the other networks where the show may be re-aired, please like, please follow, and please share. Thank you so much. Instagram family, please get ready to come on over to FlyNewBeingQueenTV.com because I'm going to need to use this device momentarily. FlyNewBeingQueenTV.com, Instagram. By the way, family, you can follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard. Follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard. Again, I thank you so much for your patience and tuning in today. But I'm going to have to go because in a little bit because I have to do a makeup mastermind here in a little bit. Okay. Thank you so much. Now, Instagram, I'm getting ready to use this device now. So come on over. Thank you. Now watch this. Also, I don't want you to forget to text the word Queens to 31996 so that you can get on our phone list for later on. Now watch this. I want to say this before I get ready to read this about this Becky, and we're getting ready to bust up the opposition in this warfare. Shout out to you, Coach Donnie B, for your very generous gift. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. And thank you also, brother Coach Donnie, for always elevating my voice. I've seen you put out clips on me on your platform, and I want to say thank you so much. Someone messaged me the other day, and I won't get into the details of it, but somebody messaged the other day, and they said, Vicky, other folks bite off of you and take your talking points and all this. And she said, you shout out other people, you support other people, but they barely mention your name. I told the beloved supporter, I said, you know what? That's okay because they're helping to elevate the message. But I want to say to my dear brother, you always elevate my voice and you always show support. And we don't even know each other. And that's what makes it so special. And I thank you so much. I never take that for granted. So thank you so much for your kind words of support. Listen, family. Now watch this. Watch this. I see you Instagram putting some names in the chat. Y'all cut that out. Cut that out, Instagram. I see y'all play too much. Y'all snitching on me, but that's all right. That's all right. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I do what I do because I want the message elevated. We want other people. We're inspired by each other. It's just funny when people pretend like you don't exist. Somebody talk black to me. What's funny is when they acknowledge everybody else but you. That's what's funny. But neither here nor there. Anyway, family, let's get on into our topic today. What I want to say about, concerning one more thing from yesterday is, and in this whole holy uprising where black folks are constantly resisting white supremacy, even if it comes in a black face, like Daniel Cameron being the attorney general in Kentucky that helped to railroad a black woman's investigation on purpose while he was enjoying his wedding engagement with Becky. Somebody talk black to me. I love you back, Kim. I see you. I love you back. Watch this. Watch this. What I want to know, since Daniel Cameron is telling us he can't reveal certain things from the grand jury because of other pending investigations and all this other kind of stuff. What I want to know is from my folks in Kentucky. I need somebody in Kentucky to tell me if any of y'all worked at any of the restaurants, golf clubs, if any of you all were part of the church meetings, and any of you all can tell us before Daniel Cameron became officially the attorney general, before he received overwhelming support from a lot of white police officers, and we know that white police officers, many of them are enemies to black people. They are literally soldiers against black society. I'm gonna need y'all to tell me in Kentucky, how many of you all know where they was meeting at and where they was plotting and planning him becoming the attorney general? Shout out to you, righteous daughter, for your $50 gift. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. I thank God for you. Thank you so much. You are so very kind. You all know that I've been talking for a long time about black folk having their own investigatory agencies. I've heard that suggestion out in social media amongst black media as well. And I'm saying to some of you that may know something, Some of you that may know something. Some of you that might have happened to have been at that golf club that day. Somebody talk black to me. Somebody might have been in that restaurant and overheard something. This is when we need our black intelligence agencies, our own investigatory agencies to come out to tell us what y'all saw and what you know. Somebody talk black to me. I'm going to need somebody to tell me what you know and what you heard before his funny looking self became the Attorney General. He's a young man. So some of you all that perhaps went to school with him may have known about some years ago them trying to plot to use him and to set him up. They selected him before he was elected. Somebody talk black to me. I'm going to need y'all to come out. Those of you that went to college with him and university and played sports that know something and that heard something, I'm going to need y'all to start putting that out there. Make sure it's accurate. If you got some receipts, put it out there if you can. But I'm going to need you all that heard something in advance to start putting the information out there on this black traitor. This is a good time for y'all to put that information out there. That's just a side note. All right, Instagram, I'm getting ready to use this device. Come on over to flynubianqueentv.com. Can't wait to see you. Love y'all. That's right, white flame, funny looking self. That's exactly what he is, funny looking self. Again, family, don't forget you can follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard. Follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard. And while I'm posting this, dear family, on the count of 3, I want you to give us a thumbs up while I'm posting this. On the count of 3. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And be sure to hit that notification bell and hit to receive all notifications. AB the Great, I listen to you all the time. Oh, it was moving too fast, beloved, so I didn't get to read the rest of your comment. But thank you for your kind words and gifts. I trust. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. All right. Oh, this lighting looks like it's washing me out, but that's okay. I'm going to keep going. Thank you so very much. All right, dear family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Now, I'm excited to share this with you. Thank you, Shalina, for your kind words. Oh, she is such a powerful supporter. She's also a part of our mastermind class and amazing testimony from my dear sister. Sis, I love you so much. Thank you so much. Now, I want to read you the article because that's not all that white supremacist said. And I want us to briefly analyze what she said. Now, let me apologize to you in advance because this is disturbing footage. Picture, not footage. This is a very disturbing picture. Now, I showed you that just a second. Get on to the article. I'm reading to you from NBCnews.com. Watch this. This piece was just written yesterday. Keep in mind when I'm giving you dates, because I want you to know that at the height of this war against Black folk, at the height of these white supremacist outbursts of murder, open murder, all out, they're not trying to conceal their madness. They're not concealing their barbarism and their anti-human behaviors and traits. Are y'all hearing me? This NBC piece says Louisville police major on Antifa and BLM. Quote, they will be the ones washing our cars. Now, you all notice that every single time some of the most outrageous and outlandish things that are said, whenever they're said, the common denominator, even if it involves maybe one or two other people groups. Do you all notice that black folk are always the common denominator in it? Shout out to you, Erica. I love you back. The same with J. Edgar Hoover. Don't forget that COINTELPRO alleged that they were looking at like anti-war folk too, like white folk, you know, that was smoking weed and stuff. What was y'all call? What I don't forgot what you call them. The white people that didn't believe in taking baths and stuff like that and was in the streets and smoking weed all the time. What was the white people that wasn't taking baths and smoking weed, y'all, from the 60s? Hippies. God, the day. Lord, thank you. They were them hippies, y'all. Shout out to you, Per Se Luxury. Oh, I love that name. I believe in luxury, Per Se. I bless you and give it 1,000-fold. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And speaking of, I see y'all now. Now I'm seeing all the comments popping up at once. Hippies. Yeah, them hippies and stuff. Watch this. By the way, I want to say shout out to those of you that just keep blessing me. I just posted it was late last night. I don't even hardly sleep through the night anyway because of I'm up all through the night anyway because of symptoms with the illness. But anyway, and so I could not wait until the morning to post more gifts that you guys keep flooding my boxes with, and y'all are just tripping me out. So when I saw Pro Say Luxury, it reminded me of some of the gifts y'all sent me, which were luxury gifts. Sisters sent me spa stuff, masks, and fingernail polish, all the girly stuff. And then one of you brothers, I think it was a brother, had the nerve to send me a Visa card for some dinner. Somebody talk black to me. I believe in dinner. And then somebody else sent me some coin. Y'all play too much. I just want to say thank you. I don't have time to shout all of y'all out here. But if you go to my Instagram page, that's why I tell you, sign up at Vicky X Dillard and my Twitter at Dillard Vicky, so that way you can see where I shout y'all out sometimes. I want to thank you so much for your love. Thank you all. I don't take that for granted. It's my honor, my privilege. That's why I bow to you all. My bliss to serve you. Now, enough of that. Let me get on into this. I done got off the subject. Let's get back on this Becky. Let's bust her up real quick so I can get ready to prepare for my mastermind. By the way, again, you can still sign up for my mastermind at clubvicky.com. It's $1 for the first 30 days. Now, listen to this. Watch this. Watch this. So she says here, let me read a little bit more of the piece. This is from, y'all, the email was written by Major Bridget Hallahan. Are y'all hearing me? She wrote this in an email. I want you to keep in mind the timing. This is at the height of anti-black murder, y'all. The link is in the chat. That someone inside of the other side, because you do know that law enforcement is white supremacist enforcement arm, as it's been said. I think that's an appropriate term. They're their foot soldiers. Yes, they're their foot soldiers. So when the opposition is writing open emails saying stuff like this, anti-black things, what does that tell you? Again, under color of law. Let me read it. The email was written by Major Bridget Hallahan, who commands the police department's 5th Division. Hallahan, 47. Now this is what, okay, look, I don't look. Okay, this is her. This is Hallahan. Hallahan, 47, confirmed to NBC News, watch this, on Thursday, that she sent the email and said fellow officers have been supportive. She also said she retires in 6 days. She confirmed she said it. And then told NBC News that she still has the support of her fellow officers. Of course she has the support of her fellow officers. When you're part of the same military, fool, got the day. Watch this. Philip Bailey. Where did this happen, y'all? Y'all, if y'all don't believe we're at war, when you come to the Vicky Show and I'm giving you your war briefings, this better be another reason to help you understand that. Where is this happening, y'all? Watch this. Watch this. Philip Bailey, a journalist in Louisville, tweeted screenshots of the email Tuesday evening. He said it had been provided to him by an unnamed law enforcement source. That's what you call a mole in the other side, right? And this is what we need to make sure that Black folk have. We need folk on the inside who's intelligent, who's righteous, and cross the T's and dot the I's. Make sure that you're following all the rules and stuff. And that is all the rules. Don't be breaking rules and stuff to make sure that you're looking out for your people on the inside. I don't want you to get in trouble or get in trouble with the law. Somebody talk black to me. Got something in my eye. That's all it is. Make sure you're following all the rules. Make sure that you're following all the rules and regulations and stuff. Back to this piece. Listen. A police spokesman, Sergeant Lamont Washington, said the department was made aware of the email and is looking into it. At a news conference Friday, interim Louisville Police Chief Robert Schroeder said Hallahan's email contained her, quote, personal opinions and do not represent the views of this department. That's a lie. You know what Chris Rock said the other day? And I thought this was pretty profound in his piece he did. A stand-up piece that Chris Rock said the other day. I didn't get the chance to see it all, but I saw this part. You know what he said? Chris Rock said that folk, whenever it comes down to the police department and them having quote unquote bad apples, you know how they love to say police officers, they always, it's just a few bad apples. And you know how people love to try to say, well, in every company, every organization and stuff, there's a few bad apples. Watch this. Chris Rock said, you know what? There's some jobs that can't be no bad apples. And one of the things that Chris Rock said is, he said, how would you like it if you getting on the plane? Somebody talk black to me. And the airline company talked about how they had a few bad apple pilots that don't quite land it right. God, today, somebody talk black to me. I thought that was a profound analogy. There are some jobs that you don't get to have no bad apples. Somebody talk black to me. Especially with the police department, like pilots, you literally have people's lives in your hands. There are some jobs where you don't just throw your hands up and say, well, there's a few bad apples. I thought that was profound. Because when people say there are a few bad apples, you excuse those 2 or 3 like it ain't no big deal. Black folk who are intelligent know, number one, that's a lie. There's no such thing as a few bad apples. See, what they mean when they say a few bad apples, they mean that it's only a certain percentage of police officers that are actually kill you, plant drugs on you, lie on you. They're saying that the majority of the other ones will see it, excuse it, and cover for the bad apples, which means all of y'all or most of y'all are bad apples. Because you're not the one that's directly inflicting the pain. If you turn a blind eye, or if you back the other one, if you know they did it and didn't tell on them, somebody talk black to me, that makes you a bad apple too. Some jobs don't have no bad apples. And I submit to you all the jobs that have to do with death and life. You qualify as the top of the list. When you can kill somebody, you have the power of lethal force. No, you don't, we don't believe, there's no such things for black folks as bad apples. But black family, we don't use cute little talk. Black family, you should never say bad apples anyway. You're using war language. You're calling them race soldiers. You're calling them terrorists. Repeat after me, class. Black folk don't never refer to police as bad apples. No way. You refer to them as race soldiers. The Ku Klux Klan. Terrorists. Something like that. Better not never hear none of y'all, not no black folk with any sense, talking about, where's a few bad apples. You better shut up with that apples. Apples is talking when you talking to your 2-year-old. That's fluffy, cute talk. That's romantic almost language. Talking about an apple. What you look like using the phrase apple when you're dealing with somebody that's murdering your people, fool? See, that in and of itself, how we speak, that's about how they cast a spell. And what do you mean a spell? Vicky's not trying to throw you off on some spooky spiritual practices. I'm trying to let you know it's how they program your subconscious in ways that you don't even understand. The reason why they get let off so much, the reason why they keep getting given chances over and over and over again, the reason why the police who unjustly murder folk keep getting the benefit of the doubt is because we're programming folks' unconsciousness, subconsciousness by using phrases like there's a few bad apples when you should be talking about terrorists, race soldiers. You should be using military terms. Because it's a war. Somebody talk black to me. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Keep liking and sharing. Let me get to the crux of this because I need to connect a few dots. I wanted to emphasize this last part that I read. It says that at a news conference Friday, interim Louisville Police Chief Robert Schroeder said Hallahan's email, I read this part before, but I'm going to emphasize it again, contained, quote, her personal opinions. He knows darn well we don't believe that. That's what made me go off on this tangent about the bad apples in the first place, because they want us to believe that what she put in writing was just restricted to her own individual beliefs, and it did not reflect the thinking of the masses of the police officers. But we know better than that. The first reason why we know not to believe that is because we know that if their mouths are moving, we know that if they're breathing, they are also lying. What kind of breath is that called, family? I'm gonna see where my intelligent people at. For those that follow the Vicky Show, you should know this by now. There are things that I emphasize, even some of the other articles that I'm getting ready to read to you. I'm going to repeat some of this because war briefings have to repeat because come on, somebody, y'all know it. Black TV said line breath. God today. Y'all already know what kind of breath is it, family? It's lie breath. I love y'all. Wendy, I love you, Queen. Keep sharing this amazing truth. I love you back. That's line breath. Y'all already know. That's not normal breath. You don't just call that breath. You make a point in everything you say, Black family. The reason why Vicky emphasizes these things is because I'm programming you to see these people as they are so that you can cut out and quit your sick love for them. It's lie breath. Y'all ain't playing with me. Y'all paying attention. And it didn't take you long to respond. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. I love y'all. Y'all know about that lie breath. It's not no regular breathing. Listen. Personal opinions. Again, this is from who? The interim Louisville Police Chief Robert Schroeder said Hallahan's email contained her personal opinions and do not represent the views of this department. He's trying to hurry up and say that because he knows Louisville, like every other police agency in America, Black folks have been saying that y'all are all racist. And he knows he's got to tell another lie, using lie breath. Lies are told using what kind of breath? Lie breath. Watch this. He knew to hurry up and say that because he knows we're exactly right when we say it's not just a few bad apples. But I also want to emphasize this white supremacist female race soldier made this comment at the height of anti-Black death. Watch this. In what department did I tell you? What department is this referring to, family? Louisville. Louisville? With all that's going on? This is more for us to add. This is letting y'all know they serious about this. God, today. Family, they're telling you they are waging war on you. And have you recalled? I often quote Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. And I've been telling you that the scripture says that the man of sin must first be revealed. It says before that day comes, before the rebellion, the man of sin must first be what? Revealed. Some of you don't understand, and I'm gonna keep telling you this. Some of you said, "Well, I don't understand why this stuff keeps happening. Aren't they watching the news? Don't they know that we all have phones and we can capture them now?" Let me tell you something. It's written. But God is actually using technology as just one of the several means of doing what? Exposing this man of lawlessness. It says they have to be what? Revealed. So this email is being exposed. Don't forget, prophecy is unfolding right before your very eyes. So don't consider it to be, don't wonder and say, I can't believe. No, we're getting help. Watch this. Thumbs up, keep liking and sharing, fam. Schroeder said Hallahan has been relieved of her command. Think about that. I told you, look at the timing that this is being revealed. These white supremacists are doubling down. They're not backing down after the more they're being revealed as being race soldiers and terrorists. They're coming all out with it. Listen, the timing, they're adding to the drama and the racism that Louisville has already been exposed with in the first place with Breonna and so many other things going on there, right? But it's not just that. I told you, what was her title? What title did I tell you she had? Do you all remember? Do you remember? This wasn't just a regular police officer. Y'all, please don't miss this. This wasn't a regular police. Thank you, Tasha. She's a major. And the Schroeder said she's been relieved of her command. She's been relieved of her command. She runs other people. She commands other people. She influences other people. So if other police officers that get out of line that she's responsible for, if the head thinks like this, are y'all catching this? Are y'all catching what I'm saying right now? Do you all understand how serious this is? But I haven't told you the worst yet. Schroeder said Hallahan has been relieved of her command and has, quote, accepted responsibility for her email. This officer didn't say it merely. She didn't text it. She put it in writing in the form of an email. She didn't have any fear of exposure when she said it. Do you guys understand that? These folk feel comfortable in being exactly, watch this, who they are. Flo, thank you for your gift and others. I bless your gifts 1,000-fold. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Keep liking and sharing. My name is Vicki Dillon. I'm typically here weekdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on FlyNewBeingQueenTV.com. Our show is also aired on other platforms typically. So if you're watching us on one of our other platforms, please like, please share, and please follow. Thank you so very much. Listen, the email begins, y'all. Are y'all ready for this? The email begins by saying, quote, I know it's hard to keep our thoughts and opinions to ourselves sometimes, especially when we as a whole or as an individual become the target of people in the public who criticize what we do without even knowing the facts. So she starts by saying how hard it is to keep our thoughts and opinions to themselves. She knows that she's supposed to exercise what? Restraint. But she is willfully and knowingly going against it. If you see, I don't think anybody else is buffering. If you are buffering, make sure you check your own device, beloved. I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to be before you long, and I don't want to miss a beat. I want to get on to my point. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. Watch this. Listen. She says, I know it's hard to keep our thoughts and opinions to ourselves. Ain't that something, y'all? Especially when we as a whole or as an individual become the target of the people. Now, y'all think about this. She is telling likely mostly white race soldiers. She's putting in their minds that they are targets. Listen to the language of what this major who commands other people is saying in an email. Are y'all catching that? I'm dropping a lot of stuff right now. I'm dropping y'all insights left and right, letting you know how they are conditioned. It's the major who commands other police officers that's telling them they are targets. Listen. Let me finish reading. Watch what she says. These Antifa and Black Lives Matter. It's always, I missed the point earlier when I told you guys about the white folks. I got thrown off with the white folks who smoke weed, the hippies. I brought them up earlier by telling you that J. Edgar Hoover tried to claim that they were also a part of the target as anti-war people. Remember, he tried to claim that they were, the COINTELPRO allegedly targeted the anti-war folk too. That was just a trick. The major target of all of these governmental programs, the common denominator in every single one of these are Black folk. They throw them other folk in there, those other intersectional groups for good measure, to conceal who the real target is, which are Black folk in America. That's the common denominator every single time. Let me get back to this. Thumbs up, family. Watch this. I'm going to have to get me a little Tylenol here. Watch this. Listen. The email, okay, it says, these Black Lives Matter, especially the ones, y'all listen, especially the ones who just jumped on the bandwagon yesterday because they became, quote, woke. Y'all, the email says, parenthetically, insert eye roll here. Y'all think about that. Let me read it all the way through and then I'll give you my analysis. She says, hold on, y'all. I'm taking a little medicine here. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Keep liking and sharing. Listen to this. She says, let me read that. I'm going to read this last part all the way through. She says, these Antifa and Black Lives Matter people, especially the ones who just jumped on the bandwagon yesterday because they became woke, insert eye roll, do not deserve a second glance or thought from us. It continues. Our little pinky toenails have more character, morals, and ethics than these punks have in their entire body. She ain't done. Who said this? This white supremacist, major female white woman. She ain't done. Quote, do not stoop to their level. Do not respond to them. If we do, we only validate what they did. Don't make them important because they are not. They will be the ones washing our cars, cashing us out at Walmart, or living in their parents' basement playing COD for their entire lives. Did you all hear that? Do you believe Vicky now when she tells you that we are at war, they're at war with us? And some of you, I have to keep on proving to you and showing you when information leaks, because see, you don't like to believe what black folks say. You only believe what white folks say. So when we're giving you inside intelligence on the opposition, who, not that we've declared war on white folk first, they first declared it on us. When we get inside intelligence on how they think and what they're saying to their inside race soldiers, you better believe it. Did y'all hear that? Watch this. I'm scared y'all might have missed that. Think about that. Again, the law enforcement source. By the way, shout out to Phil Monger. Phil Monger is a black, I'm not sure what all else he do, but I'm just saying he's the one that actually tweeted this out. Phil Monger, some time ago before, when, MSNBC did what they did. And he's the one that mentioned, he's a writer, and he was the one that said that this, a law enforcement source got him the August message from Major Bridget Hallahan to the 5th Division Highland officers calling protesters punks who will be the ones washing our cars. Think about that. I'm going to read that again. So some of you that's sitting up here with your funny looking selves, when we say defund the police, you see why they got so mad? You know, when black folks exerted economic authority, when we said defund the police, do you all know that that's a form of us exerting economic authority? It's your black taxpayer dollars that pays for the schools in your neighborhood, firemen, the fire department and stuff, and these police, especially if you own property. And the settlements that are made with the cities, in most cases around the country, are primarily funded by your taxpayer dollars. We're paying for our own oppression. Law enforcement are the race soldiers killing us, and we're funding their war chest. Make that make sense. And who does that? Listen again. And I'm finna get off of this. What did she say about these? She says, number one, she said they got on the bandwagon yesterday because they became woke. Insert eye roll. Do not deserve a second glance or thought from us. Our little pinky toenails have more character, morals, and ethics than these punks have in their entire bodies. She sent this out in an email. Don't stoop to their level. Do not respond to them. If we do, we only validate what they did. Don't make them important because they're not. They will be the ones washing our cars, cashing us out at Walmart. Think about this for a second. When someone says they're going to be the ones, when you get a white supremacist saying washing our cars and cashing us out at Walmart, this is a white woman saying this. And we know that her main target is the black protesters, right? What does it tell you about the mind of this white woman when she specifically says two things like they're going to be washing our cars and cashing us out at Walmart? Tell me what comes to your mind. I'm going to see if I can see some of your responses there. When a white, privileged female who you know full well that the main target are these black protesters, as she mentions, thank you, Antonio. Thank you, TT. Slavery. When they see you washing their cars, family. Abilene, that's right. When they see you washing their cars, yeah. And they see you at Walmart when you in one of them low, what they consider in their minds to be those low-level positions. Ain't that something? They feel encouraged. She feel like somebody. She feels like she back on the plantation and that she has some power over you. When she pull up and you washing their cars and cashing them out at Walmart. Y'all think about that. In the mind of the white supremacists, you don't have to have on the physical chains. Your station in life, what they consider to be subservient and low-level positions, that's enough for them. And they've told you their internal thinking. Somebody talk black to me. Yes, the help. Abilene. Many. Listen. COD, the article goes on to say, refers to the video game Call of Duty. Think about that. She said the last part was when she said, or living in their parents' basements playing COD for their entire lives. The article says COD refers to the video game Call of Duty. Think about that, y'all. Hallahan goes on to say, if you need to be, she said the BITCH, if you need to be about it and get it off your chest, come to my office and we can vent together. She also claimed that officers are being doxxed merely because people just don't like being told what to do or what not to do by police. Ain't that something, y'all? They're going to be washing our cars. This is what a major said. She put it out in an email blast. So to make them feel better when they driving around in those cars with the power of life and death over you. When you checking them out, Walmart and stuff, washing their cars, she feel like she back on the plantation. Everything in her life makes sense now when you're in that subservient position. What I want to remind you about this white supremacist female in general. Let me read you this real quick. I want you to hear this. Watch this. Someone said this here. Watch this. Lanita Baker, one of the 3 lawyers representing Breonna Taylor's family, addressed the email without naming Hallahan at a news conference. She said, I want LMPD majors who say that we're the ones out here washing cars and checking you out at Walmart. No, we're not. We're lawyers. We're business people. We're city employees just like you, Baker said. And guess what? Even if I was washing your car, it doesn't matter. I have the right to use my voice. Family, I love it when the white supremacists think that we're powerless. And when the Black grassroots family, those in Black society, work these essential jobs, cashing folk out and washing cars and stuff, jobs that they consider to be subservient and subpar jobs. What have I told you? I told you that power in this season is coming from the ground up. You guys need to understand that in the war, I want you to enjoy looking like you nobody and be plotting and planning. And this is a real good time right now that while you are washing cars, connect with us at flynubianbusiness.com if you haven't already, and start your company and start stacking your cash. If you haven't already, to learn about investing, connect with us at flynubianmoney.com. Why I say that? Because a wise and intelligent person is not one. Yes, Melanie, she said, keep putting out that knowledge. Thank you. A Black person that knows that they're at war feigns weakness at times. If you had any sense, if you happen, let me help y'all today. This white major female police officer said they're the ones washing our cars. You know darn well that those overweight, obese, and unhealthy police officers also enjoy eating donuts and stuff all the time. Now, I love me some sweets from time to time. I ain't the one to be, I just believe in mixing it up with some fruits and vegetables. But for purposes of talking about the opposition, I don't, I believe in using whatever phrases to describe and discuss them in. If I eat donuts, it's a blessing. But for them, let's use the overweight, unhealthy, obese, Black to me. That's for the opposition. Listen. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Watch this. If you work, what's one of them donut places? I should be shouting them out like that, but what's the donut places? Dunkin' Donuts or something. If you work there and you know, what's this forgettable's name? I always be forgetting them white supremacists' name because they're forgettables. If you work in Louisville and you Black, and you know that the police go to the same doggone Krispy Kreme. That was the other one I was trying to figure out, Krispy. Somebody said Jack and Jill, all that. Listen, if you are intelligent Black people, if you work at that Dunkin' Donut, you can make that the most powerful job in the streets. How? Not the streets, the streets with a K. Because if you're working at that Dunkin' Donut, that Krispy Kreme and stuff, and you know that the police go there every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday, at the exact same time at 6:15, you know exactly what coffee and what kind of donut. I'm not saying to make no chocolate pie. Today, Jesus, I'm not saying do that. Don't do that. Don't you do that. That's not good. Be making no chocolate pie at Dunkin' Donut. What I'm suggesting is that police often have special places that they sit at. They know they park in the same spot. They know what area of the restaurant they sit. I'm trying to say to you that work at Dunkin' Donut, when you are mopping the floor near Major Bridget Hallahan, what are you hearing that could be useful for Black society? Y'all, I'm trying to wake you up to be powerful. Working at Dunkin' Donuts makes you powerful because the police go there. What are you hearing? What are you seeing that can be useful for Black society? I said, don't make no chocolate pie. Didn't I say that? I said, what are you hearing and what you seeing? She makes regular trips, obviously, to Walmart. Here's the thing. If you shopping only at Walmart like that, don't Major Bridget. Now, don't disrespect. Look, I ain't trying to act like, But I'm saying if Walmart is all you talk about you shopping at, baby, you ain't that leveled up. While she's sitting there trying to throw daggers, girl, you sitting up there talking about Walmart checking us out. If that's all you, baby, if that's about all you can do, who are you sitting there trying to dog out and you at these people's Walmarts? I'm just saying. But this is the mind of the white supremacists. It don't even matter. You shop at Walmart regularly. That's the first thing that came up off her mouth. Walmart is what's the word? It's a luxury for her. But you sitting there trying to don't throw daggers at people that work at Walmart, but you shop there. That's about as good as it's about to get for you, Bridget. But even still, family, if you work at Walmart, you could be signing up at flynubianbusiness.com with your side business, starting to stack your cash as a business owner, checking her out, but keeping your mouth closed and still having a listening ear to get intelligence and information for your people. Are you guys understanding how totally powerful you can be on so many levels? And you are taking a portion of your income from that job that she's dissing you on to fund your private business, and you keeping your mouth shut. I don't know why y'all laughing at me real hard. I don't know. Y'all have not stopped with these emojis. Are y'all hearing me today? You better start seeing how powerful you are. Working at Walmart and she don't even know you got a side hustle. Side business. Making bank, stacking your cash, shutting your mouth. Playing dumb with the police. Where is Minnie at? Minnie in the help knew how to feign humility to accomplish her goal for the movie. I told you at Dunkin' Donuts and Crispy, don't be making no chocolate donuts and stuff. Donuts, don't be filling them donuts with chocolate. Minnie did not, after that white woman fired Minnie knew not to go there. Saying you little blanket. No, Minnie came with a pie, something she knew that white supremacists love, like Walmart and donuts. She knew to come talking about, I'm coming to apologize. With a smile and a chocolate pie. She weaponized her cooking skills. I told you to be clear. Don't be saying Vicky told you to make chocolate donuts and stuff. Chocolate field. I think that's what them people have. They be having the cherry. What is it? They put in them donuts. What kind of, y'all help me with the donuts, the stuff they put inside the donut, the fillings on the donuts. Give me some titles of donuts. What's some of them fillings that they put inside the jelly? Thank you. I know I'm talking to the most intelligent black people on the planet. Shout out to you, Chris. Say, here's a couple of dollars to get her a donut maker. Thumbs up, y'all. Glazed donut. Ooh, don't say that because funny the images came in my mind when y'all said the glazed donut. But the ones that they fill, the custard. That's what they be putting on the inside of them donuts. Y'all, I'm just giving you an example to say when people try to dish you and make you feel like nothing, you better know how to turn around and leverage that nothingness. Black family, you got to know we're going to get ready to take over this whole country. Sit down and shut up and be some quiet. Stack your stuff on the side and play dumb. Go to Walmart and be the best dressed. Iron your clothes. Take a bath before you go to work. Put some lotion and stuff on. Smile. Try to become employee of the month and stuff. When the police come in there, know the police by name. Somebody say, I'm gathering intelligence, black family. And you on the side, keeping it slick. You on Walmart and you watching the Vicky show on your lunch break. You watching another member of the black media on your lunch break. And you happen to be in Louisville. and you heard a little something before this email slip, and you, because you work at Walmart where she shops. God, today. She shops regularly. That's her luxury. Are y'all hearing me today? You heard something. Y'all, let me tell y'all a little secret. This ain't got nothing to do with my notes. I gotta go. Listen, thumbs up, family. Keep liking the shit. I gotta keep giving y'all testimonies with my life to make stuff make sense. Because y'all let people punk you and make you feel like that you ain't nothing. And you gotta know how to level up. I knew I was something powerful in the belly of the beast with twisting my hair in men's clothing in a federal prison, working for the U.S. government on the military base, driving a John Deere. I'm not even gonna say it yet because it's gonna come out in due course. I almost told you something so powerful, but it's not. I'm not supposed to release this yet. When I was there, I knew I was something powerful. Miracles and signs and wonders took place, and it wasn't just inmates that acknowledged it. Let me see if I can go to. I think we're trying to come back now. Are we back now? I think we back. Hold on, y'all. We back. All right, let me keep talking. Watch this. Okay, somebody said, we can see you now. Watch this. Let me hurry up and get on with it. Let me hurry up. Watch this. Because as soon as I said I was going to get ready to give y'all a personal testimony, watch this. Let me tell y'all something. There was never a job that I had, whether it was in corporate America when I was a telesupervisor years and years and years and years ago. Y'all, I worked, I'm talking about at a construction store, at restaurants, fast food. Do you all know that on every one, gas stations? Do you all know that every one of those places I dressed up, even if it was a uniform, I had the best pressed, clean, looking good. My environment looked good. Somebody talk black to me. I made sure that every single time I was the best at what I did, and I gained the respect of my clients. And do you all know that even when I was at a gas station, they used to buy me lottery tickets, even though I wasn't a lottery person like that, they would buy me lottery tickets. I had someone leave me a $15 tip at a $16 tip at a gas station. I said a gas station. I was one of the ones that police said, check people out, cash people. That was me. And that's after I had owned businesses. And I ended up having to start all over. And one of my former tenants came in the gas station and said, you work at the gas station? And I proudly said yes. Y'all play too much. I said one of my former tenants came in and said, oh, you work at the gas station? Well, you work at the gas station. Y'all play too much. I'm giving y'all the real. I turned every position into power. I said I turned every position into power. See, when you don't know who you are and you don't understand the trajectory that your very powerful life is headed on, you will miss stuff because you are unacquainted with who you really are. And then people try to call you arrogant. And then they wonder, who do you think you are? How do you know what you know? Baby, you have not gone through what I went through. I'm leveled up in more ways than you can know from a gas station. God, today. And working at Wendy's. Y'all play too much. There was not a place that I didn't become employee of the month or the quarter or something similar to that. It was always something outrageous that happened, no matter where I was. And it didn't stop destiny, and it didn't stop my reach. Shout out to you, Chris, for your gift. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. That's exactly right, beloved. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and share. Let me say this, let me go. If you were working at that Dunkin' Donuts where we know Bridget frequents, if you at that Walmart where she gets her lingerie and shops for lawn furniture, I don't disrespect nobody like that. Come on now. But I'm saying you can't be the one out there trying to dog out people that work at Walmart. And that's your go-to. That's your everything. I'm making this about our open enemy. Y'all listen. Always turn it on them. Make them the laughing stock. But see, some of you all aren't patient enough with your journey. You're not sure you're going to get there. And you feel that that's all you are. So that's the reason why some of you all are also so eager to talk too much and to tell it, because you want folks to see you a certain way. So it kills you to keep secrets and to keep other things that you're working on to yourself. It kills you because you're trying to prove something to nobody's. Don't you ever come to me telling me some girl, so-and-so with all them subscribers and all them people. She said this about you. Better get your. If you don't get your, shout out to you, Kim. Kim said, I'm shouting over here with you, sis. I love me some Kim. Kim is such a powerful supporter. Kim, you are such a powerful supporter that another beautiful sister who supported me one time said, I'm one of your Kims. I said, oh my God, that was so precious. Kim is such a supporter that one of the other supporters said that she's a Kim. I thought that was so precious. Listen, y'all got to know how to turn stuff on people. You got to learn how to turn your nothing into everything. Who knew that somebody like me, who are federal judge and numerous other officials that I can't say right now, but y'all hang on, because you just hang on though. I said can't say right now. Tried to throw away and make me feel like I was going to be powerless. On the different platforms that I'm privileged to be on, reaching more than 1 million people a week. Potentially. How is she going to get up from that while she's dealing with an autoimmune illness related to one of her organs? How's she going to get up from that? Let me tell you something. You better know yourself. You better know that the Jesus of 2,000 years ago that you're reading about is not just who you're reading about. It's you better read about your own resurrection. When they rejoicing over your dead body and gambling over your clothes, how you gonna make a comeback from that? Don't you ever lose faith. Don't you ever stop. Don't you ever quit. If you need to retreat for a few minutes, that's fine. If you need to scream, if you need to cry, if you need to pray, if you need to get on the phone with somebody, if you need to run, if you need to scream, do all that for about 5 minutes and then get going. Don't try to bite off a year at a time, 2 years at a time. Bite off a minute by minute if you have to. If you want something you never had, you got to do something you never done. But I'm just saying that this woman that's sitting here trying to dog out these Walmart workers, y'all better go to flynubanbusiness.com and start you a business and then level up like that. And then smile every time the police come in. So, Major Bridget, how you doing, Major Bridget? And you know she gonna feel real good when a black person say know him by name, because she gonna get to thinking about, that's Maybelline. That's Al Bleed. That's Minnie over there. What's that black man who was driving Miss Daisy name? What's his name? Yeah, I don't remember that man's name. Driving Miss Daisy. Morgan Freeman, with the name in the movie. Y'all gotta know how to do that. What's Morgan and driving Miss Daisy, y'all? What's his name? What's that dude's name? What did you say? Somebody said no idea. Anyway, y'all, I know Morgan Freeman. How do you pronounce it? Holt or Hokey? Y'all putting Hokey? Is it Hoke? Hokey? Somebody put some diacritical marks in there so I know how to pronounce it. Somebody put Hike, Hoke, whatever the driving Miss Daisy man. Holt. Okay, Holt. Hoke or Holt. Anyway, when you know them by name like that, it feel like slavery to them, and they get built up inside. They feel good. So when you say the name, hey, Major, remember, don't forget. I'm scared you forgetting. Let me go. I gotta go. Look, watch this. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. Watch this. Look at her face. Because you know the police got the same schedule. She's sitting there telling you Walmart, car wash. Look, remember? So her name, this girl, the Forgettable's name. Let me go pull up the articles. I always genuinely forget their name, for real. Genuinely forget their name. I always have to refer back to the page because they are Forgettables. Watch this. Where's this Forgettable's name? Look, Major Bridget Hallahan. So when you working at Walmart or Dunkin' Donuts or wherever, Krispy Kreme, and she come up in there and stuff, y'all know I give y'all training all the time. She come up in there. Now, you know on the side, you leveling up on the side, but you just keeping your mouth shut. You look like you just work at Walmart. You look like you just work at Dunkin' Donuts, and you smile. You look good. You enjoy your life because you know your life don't stop there. It's still a part of your life. You can still enjoy your life there. Watch this. While you leveling up, you're using a little bit of that money to fund your dream and your business. Somebody said Hoji Holcomb. Okay, Mr. Is it Holborn? Huh? Oh, Hulk. Okay, am I pronouncing it right, y'all? Is it Hulk or Hokey? I hope it ain't Hokey, because Hokey sound like... So, which one is it, y'all? Is it Hulk or Hokey? Like Incredible Hulk, kind of closer pronunciation? Or Hokey? Let me get off of that. Listen. So when Major Bridget Hulk, somebody say Hulk. Okay, watch this. So watch this. She's sitting here trying to dog out people that work at Walmart, right? Watch this. You working at Walmart. You being employee of the month, the quarter, whatever they got over there. You looking and smelling good. You showing up on time. You know, you quietly leveling up on the side. You doing your thing. You plotting, you planning, stuff like that. But you enjoying your life in the meantime. Watch this. And the police, who you've been watching the Vicky show, so you know the police hate black people. You know the police, a lot of them, enough of them, are race soldiers, right? And you've been watching the Vicky show on your break and stuff like that. You ain't telling nobody now. You keeping it to yourself. You support quietly. You don't go on there talking about some assalamu alaikum. You ain't going in there talking about some free the land. You hushing. You hushing. Shh. You just listening on the side on your break with your little earpiece in. Listen. So watch this. So, but you know, they can cover the store on this and stuff like that. So that means you watching now. You alert when you see the police. You're like, ooh, I know a lot of police. They come in there all the time. Watch this. I know them by name. What kind of information? What did you overhear? You see, y'all don't understand. You can be a savior working at Walmart while she trying to disrespect you. You Dunkin' Donuts employee of the quarter, and you just busted the police and provided black society with some insight and some information. And they won't know the difference. Because you acting like Hulk or Hokey. A Hulk. Because whenever she come through Dunkin' and she come in Walmart, you always say, Major Bridget, how you doing, Major Bridget? Let me check you out over here. Because she feel good knowing that you cash her out. Because you look like a slave and a servant. So you play that off. You like, come over here. Oh, come on. I was getting ready to go to break, but come on, I'll check you out real quick. Y'all, I be dropping so much. Y'all play too much. Why y'all laughing at me? I be trying to drop y'all so many things to do. I be trying to give you examples to inspire your mind on power. You got to know how to do that. Y'all, when I worked at one of these places, do you all know in the Dropbox, white folks was dropping me $50 gift cards to Dillard's? Y'all play too much. I know what to do. When you're doing it for your people, you play too much. You got to know how to do stuff. Y'all don't know how to do stuff. That's why they mad at me. Judges mad at me. Agents, for real agents, real government agents was mad at me. And when you got the spirit, you know how to turn anything to your advantage. That's what true magic and what they call alchemy is. You know how to turn anything into something else. Watch this. You get ready to go on break. Major Bridget coming in there with her funny looking self. You know she a racist, but you ain't finna say I know you're a racist. You gonna play it off. You coming like Minnie, humbly, with a chocolate pie, but you're not doing the chocolate pie. You finna use it to get some information. Major Bridget, hey! At a distance, see her at a distance and wave like you can see her coming. Did you get your Cheetos? We put it on aisle 9. Did you get your Cheetos? Don't forget your Cheetos. Come on over here. I was finna go to break. I'll check you out. Oh, you training a new guy today? Remember, she a commander. She sent that email out to all them people that's under her command. Oh, you training the new one today, huh? Y'all was over there on 36 and 5th? Yeah. Patrolling, that's your new beat. Oh, okay, how you doing? Good. Boy, I love me some Major Bridget. She's so sweet. She always let me check out her Cheetos, and I remind her all the time, don't forget your Cheetos. Greasy said, I love you. I love you back. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. You got to know how to play it off. Y'all too busy trying to look like you powerful instead of really being it. And then at the end, you turn on them. Just like the story goes when they say Jesus rose from the dead in 3 days. I told you there are multiple revelations to that. It's not just literal there. But you got to see yourself. You got to play it off. You got to be humble. Carry your cross in the meantime. While they look like they're killing you and crucifying you, you leveling up. You get ready to rise and bust up out that grave on them. God, today. Somebody said, you had me clapping. Listen. You got to talk about Cheetos. You got to remind her about her Cheetos. Don't you forget your Cheetos. You got to say, I'll check you out. I was closed, finna go on break. Come on over here. And then you notice that she's training a new person on the beat on 38, and you knew something went on with a brother on 38, and that somebody punched him in the nose. You better get some information. And then the next week, they put you over there on the other aisle to put the product back on the aisle, and you see Major General up in there with the other people giggling and laughing about how they busted up some Negro and blooded up his nose. You got inside information. And you heard it through the aisle. And you somehow responsibly and anonymously get it to the people that need to know it. And at the same time, you done signed up at flynubianbusiness.com, starting your business. Y'all see how I slick put that in there together like that? Tisha said, drop them gems, Black Klansmen. You got to know how to do that. I always felt powerful, and I blame that on my mama. Shout out to you, Ronnie, for your gift. Officer Karen just got fired 20 minutes ago. Keep doing your thing, Vicky. Thank you, beloved. I bless your gift. I got to go for real, for real, for real. But listen, because I got to get ready for my makeup mastermind class. You got to know, Black family, you ain't never not powerful. I said you are never not powerful. You just better look to see the ways that you can leverage your power. If you work at Dunkin' Donuts, what other job got police in there like that? Walmart, she told you where she go all the time. Help her find her lawn chairs and her lingerie and show her the aisle that y'all done switched the stuff up on. And then get some information. Quietly listen to the Vicky show and don't tell nobody. And then anonymously pump it to the places where it needs it to be. Why are you working on your business on the side? And even if you don't feel like you're supposed to be a business owner and you really for real love your job where you are, you know you can take a 2%, 3%, 5%, 10% of your income and you help to fund some other Black business. You fund your child's, or you're the ones that pay for your child to sign up at Fly Nubian Business or the blackbusinessschool.com or something like that. And you're still participating in building up Black society. Don't you never let anybody make you feel like you ain't powerful. And there is no job, I don't care whether it was a bank or Walmart or Wendy's where I worked or any place like that, or the gas station. Every single bit, every one of those experiences are helping me today. It's your own ego that's going to mess you up. But if you don't see that as just one gym that's helping you along the way, that's just one class that you're enrolled in that's going to help you level up, then you're going to slip up and run your mouth and talk too much because you don't really know who you are. You are comparing yourself unnecessarily to other people instead of seeing where you're going. I love y'all. I didn't even give you the rest of what I was telling you because I have a whole other article here I was going to show you on the white woman being the most effective KKK and how they started their own branch. I talked to you guys about that before, and I wanted to emphasize it. I was getting ready to remind you of the black professor who did a book on how white women during this particular 10-year census that she pulled owned 40% of slaves, and how it was the white woman slave owner that also set up the black woman to be sexually assaulted by white men and by other black enslaved men. The white woman set that up. And that it was a white woman slave owner. Yeah, I know I've taught you this many times. That also wanted the black woman to stay pregnant or to get pregnant so that her breast would be full so she could wet nurse her own white children. Don't ever forget that these white officers, these white female officers, they are the most deadly of the white supremacists. And that's the reason why Donald Trump is pushing a white woman right now to be the new Supreme Court justice, because she knows that will make it more likely that more white women, because he's been losing a lot of white women support, and he knows that by nominating a white woman, he's trying to pander to the white woman vote that he's losing. And a lot of white women mad at Trump because their kids got to go back to school. They scared about the pandemic. He's being reckless. He ain't doing nothing about it. And so they got a whole lot of stuff like that, domestic stuff that they're dealing with that's making them shaky. Now, they didn't care about the fact that he was admitting that he sexually assaulted them. They didn't care about the fact that his first wife in a legal deposition under oath said that he raped her. They didn't care about the 11, 12 almost abortions that he himself got from women that he knocked up. They didn't care about him being a failed businessman, lying about the numbers. He ain't released his taxes and stuff. And that a lot of the buildings that he pretended like he owned, he don't really own. He just allowed his name to be on the building. They didn't care about none of that. Black woman, we're the mothers of civilization. And Becky and them are the mother of racism and terrorists and other issues that they have in their community. We the mothers of civilization, and they the mothers of that over there. Don't ever let anybody make you feel powerless. Love y'all to pieces. I know I was dropping different gems from different places, but I gotta go for real. I love you to pieces. Don't forget flynubianbusiness.com if you want to start a business, flynubianmoney.com if you want to learn how about money and investing. You can sign up for my mastermind class at clubvicky.com, clubvicky.com. Follow me on Instagram at VickyXDiller. Follow me on Instagram at VickyXDiller. Let everybody know. If they say they know about CNN, asking why in the world they don't know about flynubianqueentv.com and Vicky Dillard's show, The Vicky Show, at 6:30 p.m. weekdays on Fly Nubian Queen. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe, hit that notification bell, because I'm not the only queen here. Hit all notifications. That way you're notified when the other queens go live as well. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see you on Twitter at Dillard Vicky and Instagram at VickyXDillard. I came to you in peace. I leave you in peace. Mwah.